Is it time to download an app to fight the coronavirus? I'm Washington Post tech columnist Jeff Fowler, and I've been working with a bunch of Post colleagues to test America's first Bluetooth exposure notification app. Meant for Virginia residents, it's called COVIDwise. Apps like this might just be the year's biggest tech launch, and its most misunderstood. Here's 4 things we've learned in our testing. Number 1, it's pretty easy to use. The free COVIDwise is a quick download, works on most recent iPhones and Android phones, and runs in the background. A few of our Android testers noticed a slight drop in battery life, but for the most part, it was fine. You'll get an alert, like this, if you come into contact with somebody who later tests positive for the coronavirus. But it only works if the person you were exposed to was also running the app, tests positive, and then flags their result in the app by entering a special code from the health department. Number 2, does it actually work? We don't really know. The Virginia app is the first of its kind live in the US, and in a week of testing it with 35 Post employees in Virginia, none got an exposure notification. Exposure counts as being within 6 feet of someone for more than 15 minutes. But the Bluetooth wireless tech these apps use was developed for listening to music, not tracking coronavirus. It estimates how close you are based on how strong the signal is. We couldn't independently verify how the app works around windows, walls, and other real-life situations. And of course, the app has no way to know whether you and people around you are wearing masks. Number 3, the government and your phone maker can't easily use the app to track you. That's very different from some earlier contact tracing apps. This new generation doesn't collect your location. Each phone sends out Bluetooth chirps containing randomly generated codes to nearby phones, which remember them for 14 days. Those codes can later be flagged as belonging to a confirmed patient, but aren't connected to your identity. But the focus on privacy also prevents public health officials from getting some useful data. Since it's all anonymous, COVIDwise can't be used for contact tracing. It can only nudge potentially exposed individuals to get tested. Even if you are alerted, you won't learn where, exactly when, or who may have infected you. Number 4, if you download the app, what's the worst thing that could happen? As an individual, your risk isn't huge. You could get a false positive, encouraging you to take a coronavirus test you don't need. And false negatives could lead to a false sense of security, making you think you are safer than you are. So, should you download an exposure notification app? It probably won't hurt, but it also might not help. The problem is the app is a bit like masks. To get the benefits, lots of people around you need to use it too. Scientists estimate as much as 2/3 of the population need to have the app for it to be effective. I get it. A lot of people just don't trust the government or tech companies enough to download a tracking app. But at this point, that's going to hold us back from knowing how big of an impact these apps really could have.